Right, I think I'm live. I wasn't planning on streaming on my mobile phone. I really wasn't. Um, so I know the audio isn't going to be great because I'm recording through my mobile phone, and I don't even know what the battery life is on my phone right now. The reason I'm chatting through my phone right now is because see this thing, OBS. OBS is what I use to stream, and it is you think an app update it would be like 2 minutes, 2 minutes or less than that, 30 seconds to update. It's been doing that for like 20 minutes or so. So I said, right, I'll schedule the stream for 4, and then I was like 10 past 4, and then I was like, right, there's people waiting there. I better go live. I didn't want you guys to be waiting around. So hello, Silverback, Canada in the house. Hey Joshua, what is the update? What about Joshua? So let's see. Let's see. There's we are, guys. So I'll probably switch to my computer when that's finished because it's just, if we're talking about coins and things like that, it's easier for me to do that. Right, okay, see the updates. What is the update? No announcement, Kev, just straight on. Nonetheless, you talk about the update I posted on Twitter about doing a live stream, but I scheduled it. OBS is killing me. Hey, Di, good to see you. Good to see you, Joshua. I'm just biding time, guys. I won't lie to you. I'm biding time for that to happen. Is there anything you want to see mining setup wise when I've got my mobile phone here? Anything you want to see? Hey, Chris, good to see you. I don't know what the audio is like. It's probably quite noisy with the mining equipment in the room. Like obviously with my mic, that doesn't really pick up that kind of thing. No, listen, I don't know what happened because I was trying to. I scheduled it, but I didn't give it. I gave it like 10, 15 minutes warning or something. But I think OBS is ready, guys. I can switch over to my computer now and do the live stream. I don't know how they work that. Fancy house. It is not a fancy house. It's a very, very basic house. Hey Ryan, good to see you. Right, so is there any when I'm here? Hey Chris, when I'm here. And I'm going to go with my computer, but when I'm here, is there anything about my mining setup? I was just thinking, is there anything that you guys want to ask about? Any random flashy, lighty, any random question you guys want to ask about this? Because obviously I don't want to stream long term because on my phone because the battery, will die. No, listen, I was watching commenting on your earlier bids. Yeah, I was lazy. I did some videos on my phone, which sometimes I prefer to do, just load up the phone and record. Saves me doing lots of editing and loading up Photoshop, do the thumbnail and all that. Lazy is good. Do you want me to switch over what do you think, guys? We'll jump over to the PC now. Was it anything? I know I need to do a video about my mining, but I thought I'd just show you. Did I imagine it, or are the 1080 Ti's flashing lights? Yes, they are, Norless. Now, it sounds a little bit silly for me to put on flashing lights. Why is that up? It seems a little bit silly for me to put on flashing lights for my 1080 Ti's, but there's a practical application with that. When my 1080 Ti's are flashing, like they are there and there, it means I know that the turn around. I know that they're working. Because I had some when they're not connected properly. Sometimes you might not notice the fans or something, and if it switches off and it's not flashing lights, then I know something's wrong. That's why I've got the lights on. That's why I've got the disco lights on. Right. Ryan, as you already know, I know absolutely nothing about this. That's alright, that's okay. You'll be surprised at how quickly you can learn. Can we get a close-up of the miner? Yes, you can. How do you feel about Bitcoin Private? Is it going to zero? No, it's actually up in price. Everything was down because the markets is not exclusive to Bitcoin Private. Disco lights, yes. I use the same rack for a build, it's great. Yeah, this is, I'll show you guys now. This is basically, okay, no, so I'll show you the PC as well. Can you set the colours of the graphic card to the green when the heat level is okay? Yeah, you can do that as well. You can set the temperature so that if there's a certain temperature, it'll go a certain colour, like green, yellow, amber and things like that. My motherboard does that as well, which you probably don't see as much in the motherboard because the motherboard can do the same thing. The reason I haven't did that is because when I go into Awesome Miner, If I select a rig, I can see the temperature there. So I probably should set it up that way, to be honest. I probably should. How many GPUs do you have? I have 30. So, right. I mean, basically, these three rigs, I've labelled them 1, 2, and 3. They're essentially all the same. I've got a 1000 T2. I've got the Asus 270A motherboard. RAM, I've got 4 gig of RAM. Pentium, I can't remember what it is. I've talked about this before. I've got the risers. There's not really much to it, to be honest. All the 1060s. And I'm not connected to them. I'm connecting the HDMI cable via the motherboard. But the first 3 rigs are essentially the same. I've got a multi-adapter surge protector thing. This one is a 50. These are all T2s, 1000 T2 EVGAs. That's what's in there as well, which you should be able to see from the cables going round. They're all EVGA cables. But this one is a Colink. So this is a Continuum 1500 watt. The cables are terrible. There's not even an on and off switch in this one. I'm not even joking you. The cables are a pain in the ass. But, you know, it worked out. It was £300 when the equivalent EVGA was like, I think it was like $450 or something at the time. But, I mean, the rest of it's the same. Well, this one's Ballistic RAM rather than Corsair, but pretty much the same. Western Digital hard drive. I think I've got a different brand in one of them. Yeah, that one's a Devo, or is it? Sorry, was it Drevo hard drive SSD? They're all about 120 gigabytes. These are 480 1080 Ti's. If I can talk, 1080 Ti's. If I can talk. Your electricity bill must be sky high. Oof, don't bring that up. So this is my main PC. I've got 2 exhausts at the top. I've got an exhaust at the back. There's an exhaust at the bottom there for the PSU. This is my air cooler. And this is the boxes up there somewhere. In fact, this is it. It's Legrand Macho RT. So that's the big boy. I was thinking about going with water cooling, but I went with this and I'm quite happy with it. The only thing about this is it's a pain if you need to change anything. So if I have to change anything, you know, move the cables around, anything like that, I need to either take this off or take the whole motherboard out of the case. So that was a pain. But I've got 2 1080 Ti's. I've got an SLI, but SLI is actually disabled. But SLI, I've just got the bridge connected so that if I want to play games and I want to, you know, put it in SLI configuration, it's just a setting on the computer. So yeah, I'll probably should do a proper live stream about this one day, guys. But it must be really hot in the room. Actually, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I've basically got that window open. That window's open a little bit. I don't open it too much in case rain gets in. But because I've got my loft hatch open, all the hot air goes up there. I normally, with my bathroom, I kind of open that window as well, which I'll do right now because I haven't. But really, yeah, I try and exhaust as much heat as possible. Don't get me wrong, in the summer, it could be a very different story. Yeah, PSUs. At the start, I was fine getting PSUs, but when I bought the Colink, it was a pain in the ass. What are you paying per kilowatt hour? I'm paying UK money. Previously, I was paying through the nose through British Gas, but I've changed the bulb. And it's just over 12 pence per hour. So what's that? 17, 18 cents US. Hey, Bitcoin private price prediction. We'll get to that in a second. Right. So I'm going to switch to this computer, guys. So I'm going to, in fact, what I'll do, I'll show you what I do. I'll show you what I do. God, you got a close up my face, so you don't want that, do you? Right. So I'm going to launch OBS. I'll get my earphones on one-handed, see if I can do this. Testing, right. So I've got that big window, I don't want that, I want little window. So this is bizarre. So, you know, I'll just check the settings. I think I changed them last time, but the output, yeah, that's all right. Everything is good to go. So I don't know how YouTube is going to handle this, guys, as far as how you are watching the live stream, but I'm going to end the stream here and then just start streaming there, and it should hopefully, you know, there might be a disconnect or something, guys. There might be a disconnect. I don't know how it's going to work, but essentially what I'm going to do is change from the phone to here because, you know, battery life, and with that, when I'm sitting here as well, you can see I can change it. If you guys bring up a coin or something, I can bring up a, you know, I'm hearing that. I'm talking to that as if I'm talking to the mic. I'm talking to the smartphone. One of those days. Right, so I'm going to switch, guys, and you guys can see it in action. So how do I end it? Right, okay. Stop the stream now.